Hey, my name is Rowan Farron. I'm a project manager from Fruit Growers Victoria. When operating around cold rooms, it's important to understand your requirements and obligations to make sure you don't put yourself or anyone else in danger. It's your employer's responsibility to make sure that all reasonable risks are eliminated or minimised. But it's also your responsibility to make sure that you operate in a safe manner and make sure that everyone around you is operating in a safe manner. Wearing appropriate warm and protective clothing and equipment is a temporary measure that every employee needs to take into consideration. Today we're going to go through how to safely open, enter, operate in, and close up a cold room. Make sure that you never open up a cold room alone. Having someone who's properly trained in the protocols of operating around a cold room ensures that if something does go wrong, you're not put in danger more than you need to be. Before opening a cold room door, make sure you identify a safe space, a well-ventilated space that you can exit to after opening it. Create a barricade of ropes, cones, or any other safe material in a 3-metre semicircle around the door to make sure that no unauthorised people are able to access the room while it's oxygenated. Make sure to put a danger sign on the door to alert any other visitors or workers to the danger present. When you've taken all other safety precautions, make sure to jot down the time of opening for future records. Pull the door fully open and then quickly move to the safe spot that you designated earlier. While waiting for the room to be safe to use, make sure you keep a constant visual of the door. Make sure that you alert anyone who's going near the door to the danger present if they are not already aware. Cold rooms normally sit around 1 to 2% oxygen level. This can cause unconsciousness in a single breath or death in minutes. Make sure that the room has been well ventilated by checking the systems that you have in place. These vary depending on which business you're with. If there's any doubt whatsoever, attach a sensor to a probe and move it into the room before entering. Only enter the room once the oxygen levels are between 19.5 and 21%, as this is the safe operation level for humans. When it does reach this point, make sure you document the time and also document the time when you enter. Oxygen gas detectors need to be well calibrated and regularly tested by someone who is proficient and trained in their operation. Once you've tested the oxygen levels for the room and have ensured that it is safe to enter, walk slowly and safely towards any objects you are trying to get out. Make sure that you're aware of any water or ice that's on the ground and make sure that you alert anyone else to the dangers. When lifting objects within the cold room, make sure you minimise your risk of injury by only lifting things between the knees and the shoulders. If you need to reach something that's higher up, make sure to use a sturdy ladder and pass it to someone who's on the ground. Remember, when working in cold rooms for prolonged periods, to take regular breaks and avoid fatiguing yourself wherever possible. Safety is the most important part of your job. If you feel that the pick rate that you've been set is unachievable, please talk to your supervisor about this concern. If you still feel as though it's unsafe, please reach out to anyone above them. Once you've completed your tasks for the day, it's important to make sure that the cold room is safely and securely locked. Once you've made sure that everyone is clear of the room, you can safely close the door. If at any point during this process you've removed a sign from the door, please place it back on to alert anyone to the danger and the activation of the control system. Remember to reactivate the CA system to ensure that any goods still in the room are properly maintained. And remember to remove all barriers and all materials that you used earlier and place them somewhere safe that your supervisor will alert you to.